Yo, what's going on, people? So, this is a first for me, but I've been reading. I've been trying to pour into myself so I can pour out dope things into this world. And I read a book called The Magic of Believing by Claude Bristol. And it was pretty interesting. It was basically about how oftentimes the things that we believe, the beliefs that we pour into ourselves, end up creating our reality. This is something that I pretty much know. I literally kind of wrote a book about, our beliefs and stuff like that. But it's it's always good to hear it more or hear it from a different perspective and, not plateau and be like, oh, I know everything. You know what I'm saying? So, with Claude, it was like he's, living his life, wanting things to be a little bit different. And he starts to embody or take on certain beliefs. And I can't remember exactly how he ended up coming across that. But that particular strategy. But he tried it out and it began to work for him. And he speaks on the power of the subconscious and many other things, different techniques. And I think that for many people, this would actually be pretty useful, right? Some of the techniques, I've actually heard other successful people, modern successful people, use some of these techniques. I actually went looking for this book because I came across something that Tony Robbins said. And he was saying that he read a book similar to this. I don't know if this is the book. It seems like it is, but I was like, you know what? It seems cool. I'm gonna check it out anyway. But yeah, I mean, I came across it. Tony Robbins was like, yo, this book changed my life and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I'll check it out. So I've heard of people using some of the techniques in this book that are, very powerful today. And I don't know what made them do it. Because they didn't say that they even read this particular book, but they just decided like, yo, I'm going to do this, and then it, boom, and there's so much to this where it leaves more questions, right? Claude believes that it's partially not partially, but that it is the power of the subconscious, right? I think other people would say something else. It's like the universe or God or many other things. It's like there's so many different theories to what it is. And if you kind of study different perspectives and stuff like that, that people are probably never going to be settled on this because there's so many different perspectives. It's like, what is it exactly? I don't know. Either way, from a logical standpoint, many of the techniques that he stated, if you think about it from your mind or your subconscious that we know we have to some extent, if you take on those techniques, then over time you likely will embody some of those things, right? I don't know that I should spoil everything for people that actually want to read the book, but it's really about just sort of a overview, whatever, without giving away all the details. It's literally about what I was saying earlier. It's like, what are you pouring into yourself, right? What are you pouring into your mind, into your spirit, into your conscious or your subconscious, right? Because those things are dictating your reality, right? It's dictating where you direct your energy, where you direct your intentions, and that can dictate your entire life, right? Well, yeah, many times there are so many different ways that our intentions, our subconscious beliefs, our energy can be stolen from us. You know, we get directed over here, over there, so on and so forth. So much that we're not really doing what we're our energy, our actions aren't really going toward our highest good. And that's just something that I'm thinking about, right? He talks about different moments in history, which I'm going to get to on this channel in the future, where our intentions, our beliefs were basically like redirected towards some crazy stuff throughout history. It's documented. My angle on it is a bit different than his. It's sort of I'm not even sure what to call it. I don't know if it's like a theory or something. It's probably more like a formula, but yeah, you know, it kind of ties in though, right? If people can reach out to you and readjust your beliefs, then they basically they're taking your energy, you know, in my mind. So we have to be careful about what we consume, and we have to be careful about what we pour into ourselves. So if you want a positive outcome, if you want to believe in yourself, if you want to, you know, have some sort of a happy scenario, happy life, whatever, then you need to pour that into yourself. All right, you need to take action toward that particular destination, right? And if you pour that into yourself, if you pour that belief within yourself, then you're more likely to take the necessary actions when available, right? And I don't know 100% if it's just the subconscious or if it's God and the subconscious, or I don't know. He kind of alludes to more, but it's like he didn't know. It was like almost like the full picture is sort of a mystery, but to him, whatever it is, it includes the subconscious, right? And for me, from my perspective, the subconscious is almost like the blockage to me, right? It's either the fuel or it's the blockage. Many people's subconscious block them from getting to where they want to go, right? The things that lie within your subconscious pull you from the shadows, right? They tug you around and stuff. So I think that by clearing out, by pouring in positive information, energy, whatever, you're clearing out the clutter in between you and God, or you and where you want to be, whatever you believe. I think that's my perspective on it. He didn't really mention anything as far as like God or you know, anything. You know, he was only just talking about the subconscious. So just from my perspective, the subconscious is the go-between. Or it's like your underlying programming that can make or break you, right? That can either block you and the divine, God, you know, whatever you believe, or it can connect you deeper to it. I don't know. That's kind of my perspective. And this is a long video. I probably need to stop here. I don't even know if I'm gonna cut this much. We'll see. So yeah, if you've read this particular book, I don't know that it's super popular right now. I got it kind of easily. But yeah, if you've read it, if you're thinking about reading it, anything like that, or you know, whatever, just comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you have a different theory than mine, hit me up. All right. If you enjoy this content, feel free to express yourself by the many means available on this page. If you want to check out my book, it's on Amazon. It's in my description as well. It's called Who Is Your God? It's similar to, it's not just like this book, but it talks about beliefs, right? It talks about the subconscious, or the things that pull us from behind the scenes, different ways to handle it, and so on and so forth. So if you want, feel free, check out the book. All right, y'all have a good one.